A warm welcome to our live stream on POSH-X technology, and I'm very glad to have our product manager and expert on POSH-X technology here, Rainer Busse.
Hello, thank you for the welcome.
And when we talk about POSH-X technology, for us it's a great lever for efficiency and control cabinet building, and maybe it's helpful if you just give us a brief insight in what efficiency and control cabinet building means for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Thank you for the introduction, Jenny. What is cabinet efficiency? We have here a nice picture of what we understand in cabinet efficiency. The background of that is that we don't want to just look into single steps, single products or whatever. We want to talk in the whole chain of the control cabinet building. So all the single steps here are part of the production process in the control cabinet building. And this is the way we want to think, and this is also the way we influence our products. So due to this thinking and due to the single steps and the combination of them, we also think in this, and with this we develop our products. Let me explain maybe the small steps or the little steps, step by step, a little bit briefly. We have as first step the engineering and planning. There we understand our software, so the ClipX Engineer tool, as well as our digital data we are offering for our products as a basis. Then we are offering also a service of procurement. Behind this we have on the one side our VAC offering. So we are offering to build terminal strips for our customers instead of buying all the single components and to stick them together by their own. So you get the whole terminal strip from us. And we are offering also products via configurators. So when you look to our homepage, to our website, you find a lot of product configurators, because when you're looking or when you think about terminal blocks, it's sometimes difficult to stick all the single parts together, and therefore we offer product configurators to make the procurement as easy as possible. Then, of course, we are offering products for the mechanical processing, because this is always part of control cabinet building, and there we have all the special tools inside of this, because all the things must be stacked together. Then the point assembly, behind this we think, or we have products like our basic line or even the master line in mind. So there you can implement the building of cabinet terminal strips in your own production. So this is also a way to increase the efficiency in control cabinet building. Then of course we have products, the marking products themselves, as well as the devices to build the markings. Doesn't matter if it is about the marking of terminal blocks, but also marking of the complete control cabinet. There are a lot of points where we have to mark it, and we are offering all the products you need for that. So the markers and all the devices. Then the step wire preparation offers also a huge possibility to increase efficiency. Therefore, we are offering all the tools within or up to workstations where you can really prepare your wire very efficiently. Then mounting and wiring. Behind this, we have products like our RailFix. This is a product where you can easily install a terminal strip to a control cabinet. And last but not least, I would say our technology leading products. So our terminal blocks, our termination technologies, so everything what is needed in control cabinet building. In the center, we have on the one side the consulting. So this is an offer from us. So we have a consulting team who looks deep in the control cabinet building in your factory and makes this on your individual demand more efficient. So this is what we are offering. And of course, for all of this, we have to offer a service, because if we want to sell devices, then we also have to offer a service. So this is what we understand under cabinet and control cabinet building, cabinet efficiency. And the basic idea is to be able to improve the efficiency in control cabinet building.
All right, Werner. So I got that we are following a holistic approach in control cabinet building, but today we want to concentrate on one special technology for connection. And maybe you can just describe for us why this technology is so important and how it raises efficiency in control cabinet building.
So,
why is it so important in terms of increasing efficiency?
Yeah. So, termination technology, of course, is our main task when we are talking about terminal blocks. And as you can see here in the picture, this is a small terminal strip with different types of terminal blocks. And there you can see what we are offering. So the name of our program is Clipline Complete. And we are offering all the different termination technologies. So starting with a kind of IDC termination technology, of course, screw termination technologies. All of these termination technologies have their place in the world. And nowadays we are talking more about spring-based termination technologies. That's on the one side, the push-in termination technology, and the newest one is the push-X termination technology.
Okay, so we as Phoenix Contact build up terminal blocks for decades. What are the newest developments in this area, or are there developments still?
Yeah, as I already mentioned, these are the newest developments in termination technology, so push-in and push-X termination technologies. And here you can see also already the difference between these two. So on the right side here, you see the push-in termination technology, and on the right side from your side, the push-X termination technology. The difference you can see, this conductor here is equipped with a ferrule, and this one is not equipped with a ferrule. That doesn't mean that the push-in is only working with a ferrule and the push-X only working without a ferrule. All the connection types we are offering in the market can conduct all the conductor types. But if we are talking about efficiency, the push-in technology is the most efficient technology when we are talking about the use of the ferrule. And if we don't want to use a ferrule, or if you don't want to use a ferrule, the push-X termination technology is the most efficient way.
Okay. But to get it right, why is it so important to be able to connect conductors without ferrules directly?
Sorry, maybe before we can show just a small video. So this is the way the termination technology works.
Direct wiring with all types of conductors.
There you can see the push-X terminal. And as I said, all the conductors can be conducted.
Terminal blocks.
Last one is the one without a ferrule, and there you can see how it works. There is an element on the bottom, and the spring of the push-X terminal is preloaded, and if you push in the wire, then you can release the spring, and it can be reused, of course, and also, if you can see here in the video, it can be used also with conductors with a ferrule. So this is the push-X termination technology.
All right, so maybe you can just sum up the benefits of connecting ferrules without, conductors without a ferrule now.
Yeah, sure. So the basic question is, why are customers using ferrules and why not? To be honest, we don't have, or I have an answer on this. First, I must say, both is existing on the market. So we know that there are customers who use a ferrule and we have customers who don't use a ferrule. So what is the driver now to use a ferrule? If you use a ferrule, then you, on the one side, avoid the spreading of a single strand. I have a conductor here, and if you can imagine, without a ferrule, these single strands here can spread. And this is something customers want to avoid. And on the other side, you have a defined process. So if you have a crimp and a ferrule, you have a defined process. The crimps are standardized. Also, the crimp tools are standardized, and the whole process is working according to a standard. And you really have a pretty good connection due to a standardized contact. And this is the reason why customers are using ferrules. And on the other side, why do customers don't use the ferrule? it's nearly the same. So everything I explained before is a process. So you have a crimp machine, you have a ferrule, so you have the components in your factory, you have a process in your factory, and this is on the one side an effort. And if the process is not really working in a pretty way, then you can have failures in the connection, and then you have really a big problem. So these are the drivers then why customers don't use a ferrule. And as I said at the beginning, we just want to offer the market everything he wants to require. And as I said, for the conductor without a ferrule, it's the most beneficial way to use the push-X termination technology. So I've shown you that in the video. To see this in the video is the one side, and to see this on a real termination technology is the other side. I have a push-X termination terminal block here, and I have a conductor here, and I try to move it to the microphone. I think you could hear the click. So this is what I wanted to show. So it really works, of course. And there is a click, and this is also one of the functionalities of the termination technology. So the insertion force is really low, and this is also a difference to the push-in termination technology.
All right. So, Anna, to meet all the requirements of our customers, is it important to have a broad portfolio? So, how mature is the portfolio of push-X so far?
Yeah, of course. We are working on this. So we have push-X termination technology already since a couple of years, so 5 to 6 years. So we were starting at that time with the cross sections you can see on the right side here. So with 6, 10, and 16 square millimeter. So that's where we were starting. Now we have XT 2.5 and with all the versions you can see here. So single terminals, then twin and quattro versions. Then here functional terminal blocks, double lever terminal blocks. So, and this is now growing. But the newest member of the family, and this is what we are presenting here on the fair, is the XT 1.5. So this is the smallest terminal block we have now in the range. So from the bottom to the top. It has a pitch of 4.2 millimeter. So for those of you who want to save space, this is the right choice. And it's also possible to connect wires from 0.34 up to 2.5 square millimeters. As you can see here on the picture, we have feed-through, we have twin, we have quattro. We have also the double lever terminal blocks already available. And this is what we present here on the fair. So feel free afterwards to come to our booth there and to try them out by yourself and see how good it works.
All right. So, Anna, we talked about the efficiency and control cabinet building in the beginning. Do you see possible fields or trends where the push-X technology can help us to increase efficiency in the future or even now?
Yes, sure. What we see basically, and I have a picture here of our master line, is the topic of automation. So in times where we have less skilled workers, where we have increasing labor costs all over Europe, we have to think about to increase all the processes. This affects also the control cabinet building. This, honestly speaking, our master line is the top of the mountain. So this is a machine where you can produce your own terminal strips fully automatically. So you just put in the terminal blocks. Here you see some racks here. Then you have here a desk where you can place the DIN rails. And in between there is a laser unit where all the marking is done. And the output you can see here down on the right side are the terminal strips, and that's what I mean. So producing terminal strips is something what increases the efficiency in the whole control cabinet building, and this is what we want to offer. And how can our XT terminal block help with this kind of thinking? So as I mentioned, this is the top of the mountain, our master line, but the direction goes into automation of processes. And we are pretty sure that one of these steps will be automated wiring. And for automated wiring, also our termination or our XT 1.5 can be beneficial and is a little bit prepared for this, because you heard this click. This is an acoustic feedback of the terminal already to hear, okay, the conductor is connected. But you have also an optical indication here. So the pusher, which is inside of the terminal block, comes out. And this is something, when we are talking about automation, there are camera systems often involved and can be used for this and have to be used for this. And this is also a benefit we see from the XT termination technology, because you have an optical indication for camera systems that the conductor is connected. And what we also have, and this is also a difference to push in, the insertion force of these conductors is very low compared to push-in termination technology. And also this is beneficial for topics like automated wiring. And this at the end increases the efficiency in control cabinet. So maybe let me summarize our points we have. So push-X is the next generation of terminal blocks of termination technologies. We implemented this in our terminal block program, Clipline Complete, already, and we are increasing and we are building our program now. It will be a driver in efficiency for the cabinet building with this, and it's already ready for automated wiring. So if you're interested, I had a nice picture normally on our presentation from my colleague Henning. So we are over there on our booth. So if you're interested, if you want to try it out, please come to our stand and visit us.
And I thank you so much for the insight. So I think we all got that push-X technology seems to be a very small change with a huge impact. And as you already said, our customers can find you over there at your action center. You are there for the whole fair and waiting for questions, for tryouts on push-X technology. If you want to find more information, you can use this barcode and get information from the internet. Thank you for joining our live stream. Have a great day at SPS and see you soon.
Thank you for your attention.